In today's video, we're being a little bit shallow. We're gonna be talking about the best fragrance bottles in my collection, meaning what they look like on the outside, but then we're gonna also bring back the beautiful juice on the inside. If you're interested, and just keep watching. Before we get to the video, I do want to quickly introduce myself for those of you who may be new here. My name is Ayesha. I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a bit different for me. We're going to be talking about fragrances that have the best looking bottles. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, I have done a reel featuring my best looking fragrance bottles. And I was thinking about doing another one, but then I saw a video that focused on this. I believe the channel name is I Am Noel. I will link her video down below, but I saw she did a video. And so I decided, you know what, instead of just doing my reel like I was planning to, I'm gonna turn this into a video. And not only are we gonna be talking about the beautiful bottles, but we'll talk about the beautiful juice inside. So all of these fragrances are great fragrances that I love. And I also love the bottle. So let's get into it. Now, one other quick thing that I wanted to mention is I tried to stick to one fragrance per brand because a lot of the bottles are very similar. So just keep that in mind, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it. These are in no particular order. I'm just pulling out of my little box of goodies here. So this first fragrance is Amouage Portrayal Woman. Look at this bottle, y'all. I don't know if y'all can tell, I hope you can, but this is a iridescent, translucent, gorgeous pink and purplish bottle that just deserves all the glory. So it has gunmetal hardware here in the top, and then the top also has a gemstone there, and the tops are magnetic. So not only is this pretty, it's very functional, and of course the fragrance inside is beautiful as well. So this is a newer fragrance to my collection, but I'm actually already really loving it. This is a sweet, creamy jasmine scent. It smells very natural, like if you walk by a jasmine plant or jasmine flower. If you've ever smelled jasmine naturally, this smells really close to that. But then there's also some other dimensions to it. So not only is it floral, it's a little, I don't call this a dark fragrance because I feel like this is daytime appropriate, but it is definitely something more significant to the formula than just floral. I believe tobacco or white tobacco is a note in this fragrance. But I have to say, I don't really get that. Only thing that I could see that the tobacco would be providing is like a bit of depth and a bit of sweetness. So to me, the tobacco is not that prominent. So if you're not into tobacco scents, you may still like this. Now, I will be interested to see if the tobacco comes out more during the colder weather as I continue wearing this. Because like I said, I've only had this like a month. But so far, I am loving this. And I'm not the biggest jasmine fan, but this one, there's something so addictive about this. It's just so good. It's sweet and also sexy at the same time, and very, I don't want to say mature because sometimes that comes off wrong, but it smells like a fragrance that you could wear from your 30s and up. I'm not sure that this fragrance would appeal to a lot of women under the age of 30. I mean, everybody's different, but just me guessing, I just can't really picture a teenager wearing this, but it's gorgeous. I love it. So that is Amouage Portrayal Woman. The next beauty that I have here is from Tom Ford, and this is Soleil Brulant. Now, this is a part of their private line, and so it's in the same shape bottle as all the other private line fragrances. However, this one is gold, and that immediately makes it better for me. I had a hard time picking between this one and Rose Prick, honestly, because I love the bottle of Rose Prick. It's that very light pink with black accent. But this is the one like my eye always goes to. It's so gorgeous, gorgeously gold. I mean, it does get fingerprints all over, and I just put lotion on my hands, so I'm sure you'll see that, but I love this fragrance, and I know it's not a love by a lot of people in the fragrance community, but I happen to love the fragrance inside as well. So this is a sweet and kind of smoky scent. It has honey. I'm not sure if tobacco is a note in here, but it smells like there is some sort of honey and tobacco, but there's also something like hay or grassy type note in this. that I think throws a lot of people off, but honestly, it smells so interesting to me. I love it. This is definitely a unisex fragrance, so it's not the most feminine scent in my collection, but I definitely think women can rock this very, very easily. I also think this is going to do well in the colder weather. I did get this, I think, in spring or either early summer, and I did wear it, but as it got hotter, I realized that it was a little bit too much for hot days unless I was going to be inside all day. So I'm really looking forward to wearing this some more this fall and winter, and I love it. It's so addictive when I smell it. It's so good. So yeah, that is Tom Ford Soleil Brulant. The next beautiful fragrance that I have is from Xerjoff, and this is Golden Dallah. Now, I love all the Xerjoff bottles that look like this, but if I had to pick one, this one is my favorite out of my collection. I just love the colors on it. It's like a gradient from red to like a very deep red, but you can still see through it. And then the gold accent and also the font on this I really like as well. So this is another fragrance that is fall winter appropriate. This one is a coffee and spicy scent. Now, I know this is part of the coffee collection with Xerjoff, but to me, this is more of a kitchen spice scent mixed with coffee. So the spices that are in here, I believe, are like cardamom and clove. Those are the ones that really stick out to me, but then there's also something a lot brighter in this, like some sort of bright spice that I can't quite put my finger on what it is. But yeah, this is very spicy. It has that coffee as a backbone to it. Not a sweet fragrance, but it's not bitter either. So this is a gorgeous one. It's quite different in my collection, and yeah, this is one I will be rocking a lot this fall winter. So that is Golden Dallah from Xerjoff. Also, I almost forgot to mention, with the Xerjoff fragrances in this type of bottle, the cap is so like luxurious. It is very tight on. It's not a magnetic cap, but it fits so tightly that you can definitely hold it by the top. I've never had any problem with any of my Xerjoff fragrances as far as the cap being loose or anything like that. And overall, this bottle just feels very like sturdy and luxurious. So the next beautiful bottle I have is from Parfums de Marly, and this is from the women's line. This is Athalia. Now, I love all of the Parfums de Marly bottles, but I picked this one as my favorite because I just love the black and gold combination. It was a very close race between this and Delina Exclusive because I also love the light pink bottle with the silver hardware. But when I put them head to head, this one won out. The bottle is just gorgeous. Only downside of this bottle is that you cannot see through it at all. I can't see through it at all because it is black and it is painted glass. Some of the lighter bottles, you can still see through them if you hold them up to the light, but this one I can't see through at all. Anyway, the juice inside is also a beauty. This will not be for everyone because it is a powdery scent. So this is powdery iris. It has a little bit of sweetness to it, almost like there's some almond or heliotrope in this fragrance as well. And although it is a powdery iris scent, it is not a heavy powdery iris scent. So sometimes with iris scents like the Prada Infusion DRE, sometimes those can get like so heavy that I feel like I can only wear them in cold weather. This is one I definitely feel like I can wear year round. Be perfect for office, perfect for church, perfect for any like occasion where you want to smell sophisticated and feminine. I always think of this as more of a pretty girl type scent. I don't think of this as a sexy scent. I think of it more as like just a very feminine, mature, grown woman scent. So yeah, that is Athalia from Parfums de Marly. So the next fragrance I have to share with you, I also kind of have a cheat to go along with it. So this fragrance is from Kilian, and this is Apple Brandy. So I love the bottles from Kilian. All of them are gorgeous. If you see them in person, they just seem really high quality, feel high quality. They're very nice to hold in the hand. I love the size of them. And then I love the black ones with the gold hardware. So this is the one that I picked, Apple Brandy. I do have another one that looks exactly like this, but since Apple Brandy was the first one that I got that looked like this, I figured I should share this one. So Apple Brandy smells like Apple Brandy, y'all. It is a very boozy scent. Definitely not for everyone. It's a little bit sweet, but it's sweet in that boozy type of way. This does not smell like fruity apple. This smells like an apple flavored brandy or cognac. And then also you get some woodiness to it as well. I believe oak, like the oak barrels. I think you can smell that in this fragrance as well. So again, this one to me smells like a very literal alcoholic scent. So it's not for everybody, but the fragrance is definitely a beautiful one. And if you can rock it, then rock it. It smells delicious to me. Now, although I love this fragrance, I don't wear it during the day at all because I don't want to smell like I've been drinking alcohol. But I do like this for nights out or nights in. So that is Apple Brandy. Now, the reason that I said I have a little cheat is because I told you I was only trying to include one bottle from each fragrance brand. However, I felt like I also needed to include this one here. So this is a bonus. This is Kilian Angel Share, and this is part of the Liquors collection that just got released last year. It looks like a little whiskey bottle. And when I was looking at my collection, I initially thought I was gonna put this one in here. But I decided to go for Apple Brandy because honestly, I do like the design of Apple Brandy better. I do. I like that it's more luxurious. However, I felt like this one deserved a mention because it is quite unique. I love the way this looks. I just love this one a little bit more. So Angel Share is another boozy scent from Kilian. This one smells more like a spicy cinnamon apple pie with alcohol. So it's very Christmas appropriate. I don't know, when I smell this, I think about Christmas or Thanksgiving, but I guess because of the apple pie reference, but yeah, it smells really good. Very comforting, cozy, but also a little bit sexy as well. So yeah, that is Angel Share, my little cheat. So the next beautiful bottle that I have here is from Armani. This is part of the Prive line, and this is Bleu Turquoise. Look at that, y'all. Look at this gorgeous bottle. It looks like natural stone. It's not natural stone, but I do like that when you see these bottles, they all look slightly different. I love the way these look. This is in the same collection as Rouge Malachite and Vert Malachite and also Bleu Lazuli, which I also love. So this one I have not had that long, but it is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. This one is a salty vanilla, but add in there some incense and some wood. So if you like something like Vanilla Vibes from Juliet Has a Gun, you will probably like this as well, but this one is definitely more of a full fragrance, more of a year-round fragrance because of that woodiness and the incense note in this. It's actually pretty unique because when you see like salty vanilla, I immediately think of summer fragrances, but this one definitely is year-round appropriate. And I know I just got this fragrance, so I know I haven't talked about it much on my channel, but I will let you guys know that usually for like salty vanilla scents, you don't get a lot of projection and longevity. This is an exception to that rule. This projects like nobody's business and it lasts all day on me. So I felt like I should mention that, even though this video is not about that. But the beautiful juice inside definitely matches the beautiful bottle on the outside. So that is Armani Prive Bleu Turquoise. So I just noticed that pretty much all the fragrances that I picked here are relatively expensive. So I'm sorry about that, guys, but I really just went off what I like. So I apologize. This next fragrance though is affordable. It is from Gucci, and this is Memoire d'un Odeur. Now this fragrance is not very popular. It seems to be a love or hate, but this bottle is undisputed. Look at this. It looks so like nice and vintage looking, like something you would see sitting on your grandmother's dresser if she was a fancy one, you know? So I love the color of it. I love the color of the top. It's like an antique brushed gold, and I just think it looks really classy while still maintaining that Gucci vibe. So yeah, I love this. The fragrance inside, again, is hit or miss for some people, but for me, I love it. It is a like herbal tea smelling fragrance. Yeah, like an herbal tea fragrance that is a little bit sweet, but not really. It's a little spicy, but not too much, and it's very smooth. Very, very smooth. This is a very different fragrance. It's one that I feel like you should go smell. And although it's Gucci, it's not that expensive compared to the other fragrances here. And you can find this on all the discounters websites. So I've seen bottles of this for like $50. So I feel like that's really affordable, but it is one that's not gonna be for everyone. This is a unisex fragrance, but to me, I feel like I can't really picture a man wearing it, but it is definitely a unisex fragrance. So I remember Harry Styles, I believe, was the face of this fragrance when it came out. And he's a man, so hey. But yeah, I love Gucci Memoire d'un Odeur, and the bottle is #goals. The next beautiful bottle that I have to share with you is from the House of Aoud, and this is Keep Glazed. Now, I almost didn't include this because I feel like every time I mention this, I talk about how beautiful the bottle is. But I mean, I couldn't do this video without bringing it up. So here we are again. This bottle is so gorgeous to me. I love the colors. I love the fact that it's hand painted. I really love the way it feels. It almost looks like it could be a work of art and not even a perfume. I do have another bottle from the House of Aoud that I don't really like the bottle on that one, but this one, the colors and the way the swirls are on it, I just love it. So this is Keep Glazed. This is a mango and citrus scent. I'm not sure if oud is a note in this, but there is definitely something deeper and darker to it. So it does not feel like a fragrance that you could only wear in the spring, summer. I actually think that this is a great fruity fragrance for fall and or winter. I think it's definitely year round. There's something very like refreshing, but also it's perfumey enough that you can wear it any time of year. Like sometimes with these types of scents, the citrus or fruity type scents, they smell so like juice-like that I wouldn't wear them in the colder weather. But this one smells perfumey enough that I feel like you can get away with it year round. So this is House of Aoud Keep Glazed. So the next bottle will probably be a surprise to some of you all because it is quite plain. But I don't know if you guys have noticed, I love bottles that look very luxurious. There are some bottles that I love that are over the top, but not really. For the most part, I like luxurious looking and feeling bottles, and in that I do like some plain and minimal bottles as well, like the Tom Ford, for instance. But one of the plain, very minimalistic bottles that I love is from the Dior private line, and this is Vanilla Diorama. Now, I will tell you, all of the bottles from this line look exactly the same, but I picked this one because I like the contrast between the juice color and the minimalistic packaging. All of the juice colors are pretty. It was really hard for me to pick one, but I figured this one is the one that drew my eye the most. So although this is a plain bottle, it definitely feels like luxury. These feel so good in your hand. I particularly love this size of bottle. It is a 4-ounce bottle, I believe. I just love the way it feels. I like the way they look on my vanity. I love the label. Although it's white, it is definitely like a coated label. Sometimes you get like paper labels on bottles and they get destroyed. This feels really high quality. I also love that the cap is plain and minimalistic, but it's magnetic, and I love that. It always sits right into place on that magnet. So although this is a plain bottle, I love these bottles so much. So Vanilla Diorama is another scent that may be controversial to some, but I happen to love the beautiful juice inside. This is a spicy citrus vanilla. So the citrus in this is more of an orange citrus, and it is a sweeter orange citrus. And then that vanilla is spicy and also a tad bit smoky and or boozy. So this to me does not smell like every other vanilla. Even though I have heard that from some people, I totally disagree. I love this fragrance. Perfect for fall, winter, but it also is more of a translucent and light type fragrance. So I actually wore this at the end of summer as well. So you see how much I've used. I love this stuff. So yeah. Anyway, that is Vanilla Diorama from Dior. And then the last fragrance I have to share with you was actually sent to me from the brand, but it was a while ago. They don't know that I'm even talking about it. But this is from Roja Parfums, and this is Sweetie Oud. Look at this. Look at this bottle, y'all. Look at this. Now, I know these bottles are not everyone's cup of tea. Some people think they look too gaudy, but I love it. And I don't really like a lot of gaudy stuff, but I love the simplicity of the bottle, and then you just got the blinged out cap. Now, all of the Roja bottles look somewhat similar to this, except for the Essence de Parfums and the, what is it? The colognes, I forgot what they're called, but they all look pretty similar. It's just that they have different color caps or different color jewels on their caps, or some are rectangular shaped, or like tall rectangular shape as opposed to square. But this bottle I really, really love, and I love the beautiful juice inside. I'm so happy that they sent this to me because this is something that I've wanted to try for a while, but honestly it's out of my price range on what I would want to spend on a fragrance, so I hadn't gotten it yet. But this is gorgeous. It is a like chocolatey oud scent, but also has like bakery vibes to it. So the chocolate in this just smells really expensive, like expensive dark chocolate. Even kind of smells like there could be some coffee in this, but then it also has that bakery, like baking bread smell to it. So I feel like the mind that it puts me in is drinking a nice mocha in a bakery. That's the picture for this fragrance. Definitely perfect for fall, winter. It is so well blended. Roja Parfums, everything I've smelled from them has been so well blended, wears really well on the skin, and this one is no exception. So yes, I'm excited to get more use out of this beauty. This is Roja Parfums Sweetie Oud. So those are my beautiful bottles that have beautiful fragrances inside. I know this video was different for me, but I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. What is your favorite bottle that you have in your collection that you also love the juice inside? There are lots of other fragrance bottles out there that I love the outside look of them, but the inside juice is just not my cup of tea. So in this video, I want to be a little less shallow and talk about the outside and the inside. So yeah, include a fragrance that you love and you also love the bottle. Let us know that down below. I know we're just talking about bottles and that's not important to some of you all, but I honestly feel like fragrance is a whole experience. So although I have bottles in my collection that I don't really like how they look, if I love a fragrance and I love the bottle, that's that much better for me. So I don't like to act like bottles don't matter, because they matter to me. They just don't matter more than the fragrance inside. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Also make sure you are subscribed and follow me over on Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.